What's up, Trophy Hunter? We have another sale in the PlayStation Store, the PlayStation Indies. This is one of my favorite sales. You can always find some gems and sometimes the prices are very good. I picked up a few games which are definitely worth a try, and I think there will be one or two games you don't have on your radar. So here are some recommendations, we're jumping right into it with the first game. The first game on my list is Slime 3K, the game is cross-buy. The game is a roguelite bullet heaven game similar to Vampire Survivors, where you need to build a deck of crazy weapons to grow stronger. No trophies in this game are missable, the game is super fun till it gets to the grind. So if you don't like grinding for kills, this is probably not the game for you. Like most of these games, the game gets easier over time. The next game is Phobia. I already mentioned this game a few times in my sale videos, but believe me, it's definitely worth a try, especially for just $3. Well, in short, you can compare the gameplay with Resident Evil 7, but of course it's an indie game. There are some missables, but the platinum requires several playthroughs. One trophy also requires a no damage run, but this is easy with fully upgraded weapons. Next one is another banger deal, just $3.50 instead of $35 in Sound Mind. The game is a solid psychological horror game which got a lot of good reviews. Trophy wise, it's a relatively easy one with no missables because there's chapter select, complete the story and get all the collectibles. The next game on my list is Straight Lights, and I think this game deserves a bit more attention. The game is just a little bit over $3 instead of $13. On release the game was $25. The game is an action adventure with a fresh and innovative parry to attack and color switching mechanics. The game has some missable trophies, but if you know what to do, it's possible to unlock all the trophies in a single playthrough, and it will roughly take 3 to 4 hours. If you need some assistance, I have a full platinum walkthrough available on my channel. Next one is another banger deal, just $6 instead of $30 per Amber. I really like this game, it's beautiful and terrifying at the same time. The game has one tricky trophy, you need to complete the entire game without dying. But if you're a PS Plus member, you can make backup saves, which makes everything a lot easier. So by using backup saves, this is a 3 out of 10. If you play the game without backup saves, it's easily a 5 to 6 out of 10. If you need some assistance, I also have a full platinum walkthrough available on my channel. If you're looking for a couch co-op game where you can play with your child or your wife, you can check out Quest Hunter. The game is an action RPG and easy to learn. The game also has a DLC with 4 trophies, so if you care about 100% completion, you need to buy the DLC. Usually the DLC is $15, but right now it's on sale for $6. The game also offers different difficulties, and yes, it's possible to unlock all the trophies on the lowest difficulty. The next one is a challenging platinum Lonely Mountains Downhill. The game is also available on PS Plus Extra. The platinum is tough, but the game is very addictive and fun to play. The game also has 5 DLCs, 4 of them are totally free, but for one of them you need to pay some money. Trophy wise there are no missables, but like I said before, the platinum is definitely a challenge. And the time to platinum is highly skill dependent. The next game on my list is Perennial Order, which is definitely a hidden gem and deserves more attention. The best thing about this game is you can play the entire game co-op. Trophy wise it's a challenge, the game requires several playthroughs and there's also a speedrun trophy. Don't sleep on the game and don't let the trophies stop you from playing. It's a great game and definitely worth a try, especially in co-op. Next I have another co-op banger for you guys, Ceno Crisis. Perennial Order had online co-op, but Ceno Crisis only has offline co-op. The game is a twin stick shooter and similar to Galaxy Champions TV or Smash TV. I had a lot of fun with the game and it is very addictive. Trophy wise nothing is missable, but unlocking the platinum will be a challenge. You will definitely end up with several playthroughs. The hardest trophies in the game is achieving S ranks on each level. Playing the game in couch co-op makes everything a little bit easier in my opinion. So if you're looking for a fun twin stick shooter, check out Ceno Crisis. Next is Clock Tower Rewind. Well, probably not the best deal, but definitely a worth playing platinum. The game is a revival of the 16-bit classic game. Trophy wise the game has some missables, but you need several playthroughs anyway to unlock all the endings in the game. The game itself is not really long, you can breeze through it within 1.5 to 2 hours. Next game on my list is Iron Meat. Well, if you like Contra, you will love this one. And yes, it's also possible to play through the game couch co-op. If you like 2D run and gun games, this is definitely a must play. Trophy wise it's not that bad and nothing is really missable. The highlight of the game, of course, the boss fights, and the soundtrack is also very cool. The next game is Slitherhead. This game is from the guys who also made Silent Hill. But it's a totally different game than Silent Hill. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't pay $60, but $30 is definitely okay. Trophy wise nothing is really missable, but there are some difficult related trophies. For example, you need to complete the entire game on Nightmare difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty in the game. There are also trophies for completing the game on normal or hard, but fortunately the trophies stack. So basically it would be possible to unlock everything in a single playthrough, but it's recommended to play through the game at least 2 times. I think we had enough horror games in this list, so how about something more relaxing, House Flipper 2. This one is basically a relatively easy and straightforward platinum with no missable trophies. These kind of games are totally not my cup of tea, but I know many people really enjoy these kind of games. The game has some very positive reviews, so if you like this kind of games, it's definitely a worth playing platinum. And that's it guys, this was a small selection of some games in the PlayStation Indie sale. I hope you found this video useful, thanks for the attention, see you in my next one.